don't know if it's provisional pole as it stands. He's still got the chicane to go, but it is provisional P2. It's Avi Kiril, by the way. Avi Kiril has gone provisional P2. We are about to see Avi on the front row. I believe this V-carb is going to knock him off. We will see. Will Avi Kiril be on the front row? No, he isn't. The V-carb is on pole position. So here we are then. Round 3 of Division 2, Japan. We are 5 red lights and away we go. The V-carb's had a very iffy start. So is the Haas as well. That's going to allow the McLaren of Avi Tyrrell to look round the outside of the Haas. Does Avi make the position? He uses a bit too much of the entry curb. The McLaren's still fighting. He can't take the position, but that allows Casper to look for it. There's a slight wheel bump that's going to slow the Ferrari down. They're still going side by side there through the S's. What an overtake by Casper. Avi's still fighting. Is he going to hold it? There's a bit of contact. That's not ideal. That's going to allow Quartz through. Quartz now is going to challenge the position on Casper. What a first opening corners that is. Skiz currently behind his teammate in P6. As the Haas Quartz makes a mistake, that's going to allow Casper to look for the position again. He gets it before the corner. Very late on the brakes. The Haas going into the rear rim a bit. There's a bit of contact towards the back between Matthew and Skiz, I believe that was. That's caused a massive pile-up between Jamie and the likes of Foxus, I believe. What are your thoughts on that, mate? What a start.
Oh, what a start, I'd say. Obviously, both Haas drivers coming out mainly on top. Wow, with the Quartz making a few positions. Avi!
Boys, we have a McLaren round!
I was about to praise him as well.
He's held it. I thought he was round fully. He has held it, but yeah.
So,
Yeah,
that's not what Tyrrell wants. Unfortunately, found himself behind Craggy in the Aston Martin in P12. So, what was a very entertaining start. Great wheel racing as that's a
that's Jamie.
A Sauber. Jamie, sorry.
Yes, I believe you are correct. I believe it was Jamie and a Sauber. I think I saw a Sauber have a half spin there as well. Jamie falls down towards the back. And we've also missed Mafio gaining the place back on Skiz as Mafio goes wide into Spoons as a massive snap. Skiz snaps as well. This is not what Skiz is going to want, as now this allows Quartz a much better exit of Spoon, much quicker car because of the exit. He's going to look for the move. The McLaren is still breathing there. As the McLaren has to lift, that's going to allow Whiffle now to look for the move around the outside, going into the chicane on Skiz, has to back out, can't make it work. Skiz has dropped a position because the speed difference you have on someone who makes a mistake on that exit leading up to this chicane is crazy. But hey, we do have yellow. Who is that?
Ransdale.
Oh,
No.
Ransdale. You can see it from the time coming down. His hards are now, for him at the best stage possible. As that's Quartz off and into the barrier. As we're talking about that DRS trainer Mafio, that's Quartz now down into the barrier. I can't see for damage. Where is the Williams gonna come out? Is he gonna get out ahead of Skiz? He is. Skiz is gonna fight it, or Whiffle's downshift very early, as that's going to allow Skiz to gain the position.
Looking as it stands, who do you reckon has potential to win this race?
It can be a matter of anyone in that top fight. As we see Sauber with its focus, looking for the move on Harry Tyrrell going into turn 1, can't quite make it work. That's not going to be ideal for Gaps, but we have seen a bit of a slowdown in pace to these front runners. The fresh medium runners, Mafio and Tallow, they're not in the best of positions now.
Ooh. Sorry, I saw. Sorry, but I saw the Aston Martin have a little bit of a snap, and that.
As we have a safety car, the Haas is out. Well, no, the Haas is in this race still, but the Haas is round. He's lost. Yeah, he's lost his whole front wing, and we do have a safety car. These medium runners, very unfortunate. I would like to say, Tim needs to get on his knees, read the Bible, and pray to God.
That's insane.
He's been gifted. Tim has been gifted a free pit stop onto the freshest tyres on this grid.
Wow, that's insane. If I was males, I'd be jumping for joy. But big question is now: do any of the other hard runners, do they box for the mediums, or do they stay out on the hards? What would you do?
There is 10 laps left. There'll be 8 laps left. I would say, if you did the undercut, it is worth pitting, as we're seeing a lot of drivers pit. Yeah, they're all going to pit.
Double stacks are going to be happening as well. We should point that out. Double stacks
stays out.
Damn.
Whiffle has a 10-second which will be removed. I've seen that. This is a very slow restart. And we are ahead. Massive snap from the leader. Neb Restroom, that's going to allow him possibly to look for it. All these cars are burning the battery. Look at Maffeo in P3. Burning the battery. He's looking for it. I told you, he needs to take his opportunity. He is taking it. There's a bit of contact. Maffeo's off. He's onto the curb and Maffeo is round. And he's retired. Oh, I've jinxed him. He looked for the opportunity and he's made slight contact with the Aston Martin. And just like that, race is over. Casper on the battery, also Neb also on the battery. Neb only has 14% battery. I believe we're going to see Casper with a late lunge. Will Casper go for it down the inside into the chicane? Yes, he does very late on the brakes with Casper. There's a bit of contact ahead. Casper goes a bit deep. Luckily for Neb, he doesn't try and stick it around. As that is Casper past the Aston now as well. The man with the battery is Avi Tyrrell. Pesci managed to get ahead of the chicane, but Avi Tyrrell has the battery. Avi Tyrrell gets ahead of the V-carb. Will he look for it down the Aston, down the inside into turn 1? No, he doesn't. Looks it for into turn 2. The V-carb tries to sniff the outside, but can't. His opportunity is going to slip. That's a massive mistake from Casper. Just ahead, goes deep into the corner and locks up. Casper, burning the battery to keep up. Now look at Avi Tyrrell. He's burning the battery. He's opted for the outside line through the spoon. He's had to back out. I would have gone for the inside. He's forced the Aston Martin into a mistake. What a move from Avi
That's beautiful.
Tyrrell.
On
Avi
board as
Tyrrell
well.
gets ahead. He's forced him into a mistake. What a move from Mr. Tyrrell. As I said last season, this is Tikka Masala time for Tyrrell. He is in that phase now. He is, however, outside of the DRS from Casper. He is 1.5 seconds out, as he has been slightly rear-ended. There's Neb Restrooms. That's not Neb Restroom. That's the other Aston. Craggy. That is Craggy down to P13. Raven is fighting war in this midfield down in P12. As we're seeing cars go too wide into turn 1. I believe that's Neb Restroom actually. Neb Restroom is hanging it on. He's dropping like a fly now.
As
burning.
As he's
He
looking
opts for the outside line going into the chicane. A bit of contact. Oh, he just skims the grass. He manages to stick it. What a move that is from Whiffle.
beautiful. That's beautiful.
The
And now here
Haas,
comes
however,
Avi.
has been very quick on the throttle. That's going to allow Mr. Avi Tyrrell to get past the Haas on the exit of the chicane. Will they get past the Williams as well? We've seen a 3 wide up ahead for P1 of this race. Casper gets the lead. Avi's had a massive snap on the curb. Avi saves it. He gets ahead of the Williams. The Williams tries to fight it back, but the grip isn't there on that outside line. Avi Tyrrell is now up to P4, still in the DRS. And what did I say, mate? He needed to use that battery, and he has.
Very great racing there from Avi and Whiffle as well, going side by side with Epic OJ throughout the chicane. Very clean racing as Epic OJ has now found himself P8. Not a great past few corners, very unfortunate for him, but
that's the
he's on the
downside to the hards eventually. For Epic, it was a lot later than Neb. For Neb, it was very early on.
switchback.
That's a Sauber that looks for it down.
That was beautiful.
Catch that, but the
I
Sauber
just caught it, yeah.
has gone straight into the Williams there. It's very hard. It's a very slow corner. He's misjudged his braking as these are still side by side going into the spoon. There's a bit of bouncing and shoving. Sauber gets the position. I'd like to say uncleanly. As that bit of contact has now slowed Whiffle right down. Whiffle does not have the battery, and he does not have the exit speed to keep up, and that is going to make Whiffle lose possibly 2 positions. He squeezed the hat as much as he could onto the inside curb there. But yeah, that's unfortunate for Whiffle. I'd possibly say post-race penalty for the Sauber there.
So I got that completely wrong when you said about the Sauber. I went to Tim and Tim got switchbacked by Casper.
No, I meant for
he went for a move on the Ferrari and just got switchbacked by Casper, which I did get as the Sauber of Tim now finds himself leading this race. And so Avi has a little bit of a snap coming out of that turn that might allow Focus to maybe send up his inside. Yes, he does. Focus, going for the move on the hairpin. Very clean, but Avi Nash is going to have better grip out of the exit and has regained that position on the Sauber of Focus.
Which has made Avi keep the position, but the Sauber's still going to look for it. Uses the ERS. Isn't much space. Very late braking on the Sauber. Tries to squeeze his way down the inside of Avi Tyrrell. There was not space there, mate. As the Sauber is desperate. This is what I meant by the midfield. This is allowing the V-carb of Pesci I believe the new reserve of XRS on his debut. I believe this is. I could be wrong. I could be very wrong on saying that, so I'm not going to say that with chest. But he can't get the position done. The Sauber can't get the position on Avi either. That has forced Avi and the Sauber to use a bit of their battery, which they didn't want to do. Now this is the lap where recharge matters. And look at Casper's battery once again. Casper is the man in first with no DRS and the lowest DRS.
Oh, he's done it again!
As the Sauber's shot him.
Oh, what is he
Hammers hit
doing?
him. I don't know what the Sauber's playing at, because now that's compromised his exit speed and the VCAB's going to get the position. But here we go then. We are on the final lap of this race, ladies and gentlemen, if there is any ladies. As we head into turn 1, Tallow gets the place. The Sauber gets the move done on Casper as well. What a move that was from Tim. Or trophy, I don't know what they give you in Japan. I think they give you a medal.
Ooh, and that's the Williams of Whiffle going wide.
That has allowed Jojo on Whiffle to look for me around the outside. I think Jojo just trimmed the grass, which kind of prevented him from gaining that place. We now head down to the final few corners of this race. We are on the long back straight. Tallow leads, the VCARB leads. Tim the Sauber in P2, but especially the VCARB, a man no one would have expected at lap 1 to win this race. He did the long strategy. The safety car has pushed him to the podium. Tallow and VCARB take the win in Division 2. Tim in P2, followed by Casper in P3. And Avi fell down to P6 at the end there. What a result for VCARB, and what a result for Sauber. P2 and P4 for the Saubers. Phenomenal race from Sauber.
So, great race. I do believe some post-race penalties will be deployed to potentially focus. I believe he went side by side with Avian, which made him lose a few positions. But what a race! You know, qualifying was superb, and then the race, you know, with the late safety car, spiced it up a little bit. And Tallow is your driver of the day in the VCARB, most likely.